Hello, my name is Polikov, and I'm saying hello to you from Sofia, Bulgaria. We're here with a self-identity Hooponopono class for the first time, and I would like to introduce you authorized ITI LLC instructor, Marvin Grino. Welcome.
Thank you.
How was your flight? How was everything?
Well, there was some turbulence along the way, but we can clean on that.
Yeah, as usual, everything in Hooponopono we can clean. And I've heard that during the travels, usually people can use Hooponopono, and especially in between the travel zone.
Mm-hmm.
Can you speak about that more?
Well, what I do when I board a plane, I will clean first on my itinerary. Mm-hmm. So on the plane, the flight numbers, mm-hmm. The airline, and I will clean the airport. And once I board the airplane, I would do breathing. Mm-hmm. So that's part of the Hooponopono process. Mm-hmm. So what it does is, like, when you go through different time zones, you know, your body will adjust to that. Mm-hmm. So you're re-energizing your body.
Mm-hmm. And that breathing you can learn in class.
That's correct.
Okay. And how did you hear about Hooponopono? How you came exposed to that practice?
I don't have a clue, but I'm only here to clean. So my best friend actually mentioned this class to me way back in '98. Mm-hmm. So I was going through a very difficult divorce at that time. So mm-hmm. he told me, I guess maybe you should go to this one. So I did not even know what it was. Mm-hmm. But because I trusted him, went to the class, and that's the first time I met Dr. I-Dentity. Mm-hmm. Took the first class with him, and this is way back in '98. And the class was in Sacramento. Oh. It's in Granite Bay, actually. Granite Bay, to be specific.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what was, like you said, you haven't heard a lot about Hooponopono before. And have you tried other practices before?
I have tried so many other practices. Of course, I did. Kabbalah is one of them. Uh-huh. I used to chant the malas, the Hinduism. Uh-huh. Of course, I'm open to Buddhism, but I haven't seen something like this before. So I was able to let go most of those, actually all of those except the Hooponopono.
Mm-hmm. And what's happened after the class? What did you feel?
Well, I felt like very light when after the class, and so I was grateful for the gift that the divinity gave me, and for meeting Dr. I-Dentity. Mm-hmm. And I mentioned that I was going through a very difficult divorce at the time, and so one thing that I took seriously when Dr. Yulin told me is, like, I was trying to read the book, and it says you don't have to really go analyze it. Mm-hmm. You just use the tools that are given, and it will work. Mm-hmm. So I took that and used the tools, and helped me tremendously. So if I look back now from that experience, and you know, I don't even know how I got out of that divorce. Mm-hmm. So now we have a good working relationship with my ex, mm-hmm. and we communicate now. You know, at that time it was
impossible.
Tough. Yeah. We would not be on the phone together, and with her lawyer and my lawyer, it's like a fight. It's like a mega fight every time. Mm-hmm. So I'm grateful for the cleaning process. Just me, you know, just dealing with me and the divinity. Mm-hmm. You don't have to involve anybody else. You don't have to I don't have to tell her what to do, the lawyers. Mm-hmm. All I have to do is work on myself.
Okay, so right away after the class you started using the process, and it's really helped you with the relationship. And is this only area that you worked with Hooponopono?
No, a whole lot more.
Can you share with us your miracle experiences, well, to you it's going to be a miracle because, you know, for everyone, even a little thing is a big miracle. So your experiences in other areas with Hooponopono.
First, there are no miracles, but when I clean, I just want to be by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't clean, there's in any given moment, there's about 11 million bits of information that's going around over and over.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way you can really get to be yourself, because we are created in the divinity's exact likeness, but because we have a problem within ourselves, the memory replaying. If we don't do the cleaning, the memory will replay over and over and over, and eventually you're going to experience a lot of this. Could be financial problems, physical problems, relationship problems. So for me at the time, I was just grateful that able to do the whole Hooponopono process to help with my relationship with myself and my children.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I have learned is I am clear on what I'm here for. I'm only here to do my cleaning, to get back to who I am. So if I ask myself, who am I? I'm clear with that. I'm created by the divinity in the divinity's exact likeness. So why do we experience problems? The problems we experience are memories replaying. So I experienced that. I would see my children having problems at school and all that. So it's not really them. It's actually me, it's within me. The problem is inside me. More specific, is in my subconscious. That memory replaying. So when I do the cleaning, I can get back to who am I, who I am.
You know, some people start Hooponopono because they think, well, most of them, okay, I'm going to get results from it. How long did it take for you to get to the point where you said, okay, I just care about me and what is inside me, and about that I want to be myself, that's why I'm doing Hooponopono?
It's not easy. The two things that really got into me is, one is engagement. So if somebody says something, if you engage, you're not cleaning. You're disconnected with the divine.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one, engagement. Number two is judgment. Because you look at somebody, and if you don't clean, you're going to have some judgment towards the person, towards your environment, your surroundings. You could look at this table is perfect. But if you have judgment, you're going to say it's not done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the two things that it's not easy, but just like if you just do it, it will work.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be relentless with the cleaning. Relentless. Because something will always come up. Something will always come up, and you just, if you're clear and I'm clear what I'm here to do, you just keep on cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. It's like instantaneously you just clean, and you can actually teach your subconscious to help you do with the cleaning, so you can be cleaning 24/7.
Nice. And you mentioned about cleaning with your kids. So through the Hooponopono, like we know that Hooponopono is the meaning is correcting an error. So whatever errors is in you, you're working on your kids. I mean, whatever memories replaying in you and you experience with your kids. Like, do you recall anything particular with the kids, cleaning with the kids? Because all the mothers in the world would be interested in that. Well,
first of all, you're correct to say it's only me. So at the time, my eldest was in the sophomore in high school, and noticed he's not as focused on his school. And I look at him, he is actually wearing all this, he's like a rock star, tattoos, like, I mean, it's not real tattoos, but, you know, and he colors his hair, that long hair. He's got friends that have a rock band, so I'm scared, because I look at him, maybe he's going through, maybe using drugs, alcohol, and maybe in the gang. I don't know. It's just scary for a father to do that, and I palpitate every day. I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack every time I see him, and he's my eldest. So I decided to clean on that. So I clean, and it wasn't easy after 2 years of cleaning, and I would ask them, do you want to come to the class? So they would come, and of course Dr. Regular would be there, and we're together, and it was a scary thought for me at the time. So after 2 years of cleaning, all of a sudden, without me telling him what to do, he cut his hair.
Oh.
So he had this guitar that I bought he likes rock music. He changed but the way he dresses up, he changed. Again, cut his hair, and then instead of rock music, he was in love with classical music.
Oh, totally different.
And then, on top of that, he decided to focus on his school. So when he graduated in high school, he had a 4.6 GPA when he did graduate. So, and at the time, on his senior year, he was actually working and having those good grades. And now, I look back, I don't know what happened. I don't have a clue what happened. So he just graduated last year in electrical engineering in one of the University of California schools. University of California, Santa Barbara's nice school. So I'm just grateful for all this cleaning. And I was not expecting anything at all. I was just cleaning, and I said, it's me. So it was tough for me. I could have gone to him, blame him, why are you doing this? Instead of looking at myself. Because the problem is not in him, it's in me. If I clean and be myself and connect to the divine, he will be the same way. Everybody else, like the trees, the land, the house, cars, you know, the cosmos will benefit for all the cleaning. So for me, I'm clear what I'm here for. So I'm here only, first time for me to visit Sofia, Bulgaria, but I know I'm here only to do my cleaning. Giving me another chance to make amends.
Yeah, that's wonderful. You know, with popularity of Hooponopono, other teachers or instructors or coaches started to do those classes, and they just say, okay, it's Hooponopono. Oh, and some people go and then they realize it's not what it is. And I know it's not possible to stop it, but people still have trouble to realize where is the real Mormon teaching and where is not. Can you tell about the seminars, self-identity, Hooponopono seminars more, a little bit from your perspective? What is it all about?
See, for me, every class has its own identity. So if you notice, you're going to have people from that all of a sudden just show up, and you don't know how did they find out about it. You know, years ago, when I was doing a class in in Milpitas, California. That's where Dr. Yulan and Joe Vitale came one day. This guy, for some reason, is an older gentleman, called me on the phone for some reason. I don't know how he got my phone number. I forgot to ask him. So, but he doesn't have a computer. So I don't know how he found out about the class. He doesn't have a computer, so that means he doesn't know how to do email.
Yeah.
In fact, when he called me, can you mail me? I told him I'm gonna mail you the class flyer, so and then you can just fill out the registration form and send it to me with your check. And that's what he did. And I was surprised about that when I asked him about computers, and he doesn't have it. And I don't advertise, so actually, I don't have a clue what happened. When he attended the class, I was able to ask him, how did you find out about the class? And he said, you believe it or not, my wife, he said, his phrase is, who passed away. Basically, his wife who transitioned told him about the class.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay.
Wow.
So that's why so for me, every class is different. For us, when you attend a class and do it, it's always this 11 million bits of information that are just running over and over and over. So it depends on you. If you clean and say, well, I want to clean because I want to have a big house. I want to clean because I want to have a great job. I want to clean because, hey, so it's basically you're telling the divinity, it's like quid pro quo. I do this, you do this for me. It doesn't work that way. If you just clean, the divinity knows what we need. So instead of the memory running your life, it could be the inspiration coming to you and giving you the right source of income, right information, right relationship, right, money coming into your life, and basically everything is perfect. The hardest part about this is it's an easy process to do, but you have to be relentless about cleaning, relentless, because there's so much stuff going on all the time.
So how to raise memories we can learn only on the self-identity, at the identity of hope with your Hooponopono class.
Well, I would highly suggest to get into the class. My children, actually, when I brought them to the class, I asked myself, is it correct for me to bring them to the class? So I got the inspiration that I need to bring them, so I brought them. And at the time, my eldest was 13 years old. I said, oh my goodness, now I have to pay him for the adult price. But I did bring them, and I think that's the best thing that I ever did for them. So they got into the class and learn it directly from them. And I don't teach outside the class myself. I'd rather have them go straight. There's so much stuff going on. You want to learn the right way. You need to be in the right situation. And there's just about cleaning.
I remember myself, I was going to the classes over and over again, and I remember once I got pregnant, had a big belly already, and I came to the class, so my child was experiencing first class inside me. So it was wonderful. It's the first time, and the second time when she was 1, but she didn't walk yet. So. And I'm glad that my mom helped me with the child, but when we came to the class, and I remember a lot of people were with the kids, and my child didn't walk, but she was crawling under the seats. But the interesting thing is that even though she was a registered student for the class, and she was 1, and as we say, why to bring the child to the class even though child doesn't speak or child doesn't walk? But I noticed what's happened is she got her books too. And over the years, I didn't take away those books from her play area. And the interesting part is she never wanted to draw on them. And she, even though we had, as usual, with the kids, with the little kids, everything is around and all the pens and pencils are available to draw, she never did that. But what's happened is she remembers some things, like how to work with the book, certain ways. So either she saw me doing this, or she was in the class, but I don't know. But anyway, she's doing it now. Not full book, through the full book, but still she's doing something, and she likes it. Or she sometimes there are no pictures of there. But she still goes through and just looking at the book. I don't know what she's looking at. Right now she's 3, and she keeps doing that.
Good for her.
Yeah, and you still, as you mentioned, it's really nice when children can get into the class and to get their own, because as you mentioned, the subconscious is always
24/7 is awake.